Hi everyone! Today, Inside Singapore's sports business is right here at the Standard Chartered Singapore Marathon 2021. We will be showing you what goes on behind the scenes of this iconic event. I'm your host, Adele, and I can't wait to see the runners and the SCSM team again after a 2-year break. But first, let's take a look at how this entire event unfolded.
I'm Terence from IRONMAN Asia. I'm the venue manager for SCSM. My job scope range between designing the venue and also creating participant flow, as well as part of the venue safety and security side of things. We are pretty excited as a team. It's good to see mass participation events back in the schedule. It's just good to be back. Okay, the main team will consist of about 20 odd people in the office. However, because of the event, we actually hire some of our we call it contract staff, but these people have been with us with this event for the past few years with a relevant experience in their field of work. Yeah, there's volunteers. I mean, like this time around, we are engaging more of a groups volunteers. Because of COVID, it's quite hard for us. It's very hard on a short lead time for us to get public volunteers. So we engage groups and students, and because of the sensitive in age group as well, so we want to touch on the more healthy group volunteers for this year. I think first of all, the area is a challenge. Mainly the space. Right now. We need more space for individuals, social distancing plays a part. So there's very limited venues that we can choose. And at the same time, back then when we planned events, it's more about security of the event and stuff like this. But now it's more on the safety of the participant, meaning that enough space for individuals, social distancing, mask on, this sort of things, the basic COVID related measures. So and also the flow of the whole event, because of the additional checks that we need to do, like safe entry, checked in and stuff like this. So that kind of complicate the whole participant flow a little bit. And because like I touched on it, the short lead time that we have to put up this event, logistically wise, like the usual expo or athlete service packet pickup at the expo did not happen this year because of the logistical constraint. It's really a challenging one, but I think the team is ready for it and excited to pull out this event.
Hi, my name is Sean from IRONMAN Asia. I'm the race director for SCSM 2021. So basically my role is to look after all the race aspects of this year's event, as well as to lead the ops team into what's the delivery of the event going to be. Well, this year's event is not as not as what we had in 2019. So basically, perm staff wise, we have about 38 people working on the event, and we also have a total of 618 volunteers that's coming on board. Yep. Well, I think SCSM has come a long way. It's the crown jewel of events in Singapore. Having a 2-year break, it's not fun, but I think it's a long time coming back to normality. So finally having a physical event now, it's something refreshing again. Really, it's bringing people out into the open again, live events, face to face. So everyone's excited. Definitely, the new normal. It's a lot different than what we are used to. A lot of new processes, a lot of new precautionary measures are in place for runners, but definitely all these measures are actually for the safety of runners. It's a mass participation event, so we're going to bring together quite a large number of people. So all these measures are really for the safety of the participants, of the people working at the event, as well as the members of public as well.
Hi, I'm Santos, General Manager for IRONMAN Asia. So, right from the start, we know that working under COVID situations, it's not going to be the usual normal event. We had the safety of the participants, the volunteers and staff who are working on the event as our key consideration. So right from the start, we know safety is important. The next key factor that we were considering is that 20th year partnership with Standard Chartered Bank as our title sponsor, and we wanted to celebrate that as well. So now we need to come up with an event that is celebration but also safe, and that's how this year's event came together. It is about a community run, bringing the community together, spreading the event across multiple days, 2 days, into different sessions, breaking a group of 4,000 runners into smaller groups such that you only have 3 runners running at every 10 seconds. So it's a very safe format that was put together while not, dampening the mood on the celebration at the same time. I mean, this year is a significant step forward. When we started the year, or even 1.5 months ago, we couldn't quite tell what's going to be today, right? So we were walking into an unknown, but it was a necessary first step that we had to take to show that mass participation can return in a safe way, right? We went away with doing a mass start. We went away with doing all the usual things that we do and still were able to execute a very safe event. Now, next year is our building up from here. It's only going to get better from this point of time. We never know what's going to happen, what's going to come, but we at least have a stepping stone and a base block to work against to build further from here. It's a huge relief, right? It's many months of hard work. And, of course, you see the event set up, you see the branding, you see all the different things that's on the course. But when you actually get to see the first runner running off, that's when you know that truly the event is now in motion. All the preparation, all the hard work has come to this particular point. So that's a sense of relief. Now, the next part of it is that to ensure every participant has completed the event safely, they had a good time, and everybody had a good time.
Hi, I'm Jermaine, and beside me is Karen. We are together doing athlete services. For me, it will be more on registrations, race entry pack collections, more of the data, yeah.
And all the athlete touch points when we come down to the venue, including recovery, finish a t-shirt collection and picking up all their medals. It's very exciting actually. I think it's been a long 2 years, but really happy to have runners back and here at an in-person race. Definitely very exciting. I think, from our side, definitely a lot of being fluid with all of the changes that have been made. Trying to communicate with runners has definitely been sort of top of our priority list, but really happy to be back. So
yeah, I would say easier to manage, but then there will be a lot of communications that runners will need to know because it's a new thing for all of them.
Yeah, I think this is the way forward. So, doing ART and sort of our safe entry checks, people are excited to be back, looking after sort of health and safety, but definitely excited to be back. Having runners at our SCSM finish line is what we're here for. We love it, so it's great.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm on the marketing team and I'm in charge of marketing, event programming and protocol for SCSM 2021. So programming and protocol is essentially a very thorough run through of involved VIPs as well as what the program from venue open all the way until venue closes. So it involves elements like broadcast, MC coordination, media planning, and pretty much where and how we have our VIP movements get from one end to the other. Yeah. In essence, yes, it's kind of like running the whole show, but of course, since this is a very large scale event, it's a very team coordinated effort. In all honesty, it's really exhilarating, and it gave me shivers just now when I was already doing the 7 a.m. session. It was very surreal, really, looking at the start gantry, the finish line, our runners in person. I mean, granted, there's a lot of SMMs in place, but there's really no experience like an in-person experience event. So in obviousness, there's obviously no intermingling allowed. Safe distancing must be kept at all times. Masks on at all time. It affects us in a sense because obviously event photography is affected, right? We can't always identify our VIPs without their masks. With their masks on. So it's not as straightforward. On top of that, we have to take into consideration the space that we allocate to our VIPs. For example, previous years, we would have, let's say, a very wide open space, and we could easily allow up to a maximum capacity of 50 to even 100. But now, because of SMMs and COVID, we obviously have to put a limit. We have to restrict their movements into various aspects of the venues, and to kind of obviously prevent, number one, congregation, and number two, intermingling between groups who are not supposed to intermingle. So yes.
Hi, my name is Jesslyn from IRONMAN Asia, and I'm in charge of volunteers. So I usually search for volunteers for some manpowers and helping around in the events. So helping around the event venues, seeing what they will need and what are the requirements. So for this year, it's quite a small group of volunteers. However, we have about 600 over volunteers. In 2019, it's definitely much more. It's a bigger scale. So we actually have about 4,000 over volunteers. But this year, over 2 days, we only have 600. Yeah. Oh, definitely is very exciting after 2 years. So we're very excited to finally get back into action again and to have our volunteers back, especially those who have volunteered with us for very long. And they are able to actually come back, and they're very excited to actually come back for like a big scale event as well. So they are actually like individual volunteers, but however this year we do not have individual volunteers. We only have groups coming in with us due to COVID reasons and all the safety measures. So we have only reached out to volunteer groups and not so much on individuals. Yeah, so it's definitely very different from usual days because we have a lot of planning, a lot of interaction with the groups. So there's like a back and forth kind of communications constantly because of the changes of the event, and then having to add in more like the ART kit, having to do more social distance, planning of the documents, and ensuring that especially the volunteers are safe and they know what to do, and they know that what the event is planning for, and they know that everything will be safe for them.
So much hard work and dedication from the team to make this great event happen. And we can see that the first runners are already close to reaching the finishing line. Let's go have a chat with them and hear their thoughts.
It feels extremely tiring in the morning, especially. And I'm running with my teammates, and it feels good to, instead of doing it alone, it feels good to do it in a team setting, especially in this COVID season.
It's so good.
Yay! The weather is great, so I think despite all the safe distancing measures, I think it has been a good run today.
This was the first time for the both of us running in the race. Yeah,
it was really nice to run along the beautiful scenery, but it was really tough keeping up with jogging.
As you can tell, I cannot talk and run. I can't talk even after I run, so that's just what it is. I learned about myself today.
You can see how red we are. That's how hard we work today.
That's it. Steamboat after this. I'm done. With her, yes.
Yes.
Maybe if we do it together, I will.
Let's do it again.
Okay. 10 kilometers next time?
Next time.
Okay, cut this part out. I don't want to make promises.
A bit tired, but good. Next time racing, I don't know, because due to the COVID situation, I haven't been racing for 2 years. So next one maybe next year or something.
I feel great to be able to join in-person running and then it's actually boosts back our energy to keep running. Yeah, and do workout, yes.
It's really awesome to be out in the streets today. I think everyone's craving for a physical road race, so thankful for Standard Chartered to bring this event back this year. Yeah, for sure. I've been running this for many years now, so definitely will be back next year.
It was quite challenging but so interesting. So it's a new experience since I came to Singapore. So I'm so excited, and thank you so much for the Standard Chartered and the organizer and everyone and the people who cheers us. I'm very happy and glad to be in the race.
The weather was great, everything was perfect. Yeah, and I'll ask all my friends to join as well.
We have never enjoyed it as much as this one because it's so special. It's an iconic run, and having the opportunity to run with my friend here, it's just an incredible experience.
Feel great. Yeah, it's really fun running in a mass event after so long. No, it's my second. Yeah, my first was before COVID, like the one right before COVID, the last one in 2019. Yeah, I ran the half marathon back then, but now it's the 5 km. But it's still great, it's still fun.
Fantastic.
Feels awesome. Great.
Yeah, should bring it back again next year, definitely.
Oh yeah, so for sure. Well, I think it's great that we get to run in person after such a long time. Yeah, and it's good to bring out our buddies to come out to run together. Yeah, well, return back to normal life, we hope. Yeah.
Amazing.
Motivated by her.
Yeah. No, it was awesome to be back out there. It was great community run. Everyone was excited and nice to take in Singapore again in this event.
Oh yes, we are looking forward. We are looking forward for full marathon next year, live full marathon, half marathon, and most importantly, at this period of time, take your time to register for the virtual race.
Yes,
the Standard Chartered Singapore Marathon virtual race.
But yeah, bring on 2022 and all the international athletes back, racing the Singapore athletes. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, great, very good.
Extremely happy to experience the physical race after so long.
I'm having fun now.
Thank you. How do you feel, Leanne? Do you feel good?
I'm good.
Yeah, this is the first time you did a 5 kilometer.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of her. Yeah. Will you take part again next year? Say yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, I shall say, I must say it's very, very tiring. It's very hot when we started off just now. But I didn't make it. Though I'm 62 years old and I just walked, I didn't run. Follow my body, listen to my body, I think. So it was a good workout, or it was a good walk, I should say. It was fantastic. I'm glad I joined.
We saw all the happy faces and we felt the positive vibes. It is encouraging to see sports participation and events returning here to Singapore. And with these final shots, we end today's episode of ISSB.